My name is John Roberts, also known as Juiccy Misdemeanor in drag. Yes, so for Youth Scene, I am a program coordinator, and then if I break it down into Black Pride, which is under Youth Scene, I am the ballroom community liaison. Youth Scene's mission is to create a diverse community focusing primarily on the Black and Brown LGBTQIA community of color, trans youth and their parents and families, offering them services, safe spaces, and community building throughout Colorado. A little history about the name. It has a twofold. So my mom's name back in the day when she would go to house clubs was also Juicy, spelled with one C. And so I thought that was really just like a homage to her. But also, funny story, I was at a drag gig early on in my life. This guy was making a reference to my figure, and I was like, ooh. And so I kept it, but I was like, I wanted the name to be juicier as well, so I put 2 C's in it, just for fun. And also, if you turn 1 C around, it's like a peach, and I'm a Georgia girl, so it's like, it's all got all these like innuendos and things in it. Denver's very interesting, but what I love the most is that it's been very inclusive thus far. So as open and inclusive as it is, I would like to see more diversity. Well, I've always loved performing arts in general. When I was little, my mom, we used to clean the house on Saturday mornings and she'd play house music. Even to the point where like I stood on her feet and she walked around kind of thing. So that was fun too. So I think just like natural at-home memories as well as figure skating. One of, if not two of the most historic figures of my life, especially related to Pride, would be like Crystal and Pepper LaBeija, who are the founding mothers of the iconic House of LaBeija. Only because, I reference this immediately always, because they paved ways for queer and trans Black and brown people of color, but also their whole notion was a protest to stand against the, how would I say it, like the less appreciation for brown-skinned girls. And so knowing that and knowing that history and lineage and knowing that I am someone who portrays a brown-skinned girl entertainer, female impersonator entertainer, I feel so humbled to be doing that work because it's like I'm still carrying on a legacy, if you will. I've been on this journey of discovering like joy and Black joy, but also Black queer joy. And I think they all have 3 different segments and 3 different ways of living because, you know, being a Black or brown person is already hard enough, but being a Black and brown queer person is even harder, I feel. Black Pride, I guess, for me, is just literally creating space and holding space for who we are and what we can achieve. I think Black is beautiful. Black has so much excellence and greatness in it. And people don't understand that a lot of culture that they have comes from the Black experience. I love museums in general, but I do really appreciate the MCA's willingness to collaborate with other artists that are outside of the museum, as well as bringing in a lot of diverse artists. I know that there's a couple museums in Denver, but the MCA, every time I've been in, has had a different cycle of art that's either fully immersive or cool or like almost kind of strange even, and I like that. I'm like, I got in the elevator one time and it was like playing bird sounds or something, and I was like, oh. But I love that it's always diverse, it's always fresh.